What happened last week?
We got a breakup letter from our investor. It is with deep sadness and disappointment, I must tell you, I have chosen not to move forward with Mexico and Symphonic Planet at this juncture. Today's Tuesday. We're leaving on Saturday.
We should have made a contract. Right?
Well,
we should have figured something.
Maybe it's good that we didn't have a contract. Water moves around rocks, right? If someone throws a rock in your way, what do? You walk around it, you find another way around. We're gonna do our work, remote work.
That's not gonna finance a TV show, I don't know.
We're gonna make it work. This is what we do. This is our lifestyle.
We had this idea of maybe try to find a film producer or something like that. Do you think that's still an option?
We're gonna keep looking. Yes, I think it's an option. I wanna do this show with the right budget, with everything, with a team.
We are musicians, filmmakers, business partners, and...
You have to stop talking.
Well, best friends.
You better finish that. I finished that? Oh my god.
This show is about us and our dream of traveling the world together. But it's also a show about two guys trying to create a TV show and all the things that can possibly go wrong with that.
You okay? You okay?
Here is Nor Cherry. I am Jonas Peterson, and this is Out of Tune.
We're in Redondo Beach, beautiful part of Los Angeles County. Kind of like at one of my second mother's house in a way, and she's a longtime client of mine and collaborator.
Let's eat Lydian. Whenever you're ready, Jeralyn, I'm ready to roll.
So I'm working for Jeralyn to make some money to help make sure we can afford to do the show. She is a huge name in the sound healing industry. She has 500 crystal alchemy singing bowls.
Just take a breath.
This is the last day on shooting content that she needs done before we head out.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, I'm Professor Jeralyn Glass, and a heartfelt welcome to the Sacred Science of Sound Crystal Alchemy Sound Healing Trainings.
For me, the magic of the bowls is their particular alchemies, tunings, sounds, and overtones. They're not like an instrument that we're used to. I mean, and of course, there's so many different kinds of guitars, you know, and whether you use a Fender, you know, a Guild or whatever kind of guitar you're using, they all have their own unique qualities, right? The bowls are even more than that.
You know, we make these virtual instruments that everybody can play in the studio. What do you think about doing this with all your crystal bowls?
Yes, I think the more that we can get this kind of healing crystalline sound in music today, whether it's a film score or I'm working a lot with some pop artists, it's bringing in a kind of grounding and a kind of safe container for people to feel. And whether they're aware of it or not, the bowls are doing their magic, they're doing their work. So yes, all for it.
Yeah, we're gonna update this. This was, all right, episode 3. We're gonna move that to episode 5 right now. Episode 3 is gonna be Cuba. Cuba has a huge heavy metal scene. We've been building this pitch deck so that we can send it off to producers, investors. So the first one, we're headed to meet the whistling speech people in the mountains of Oaxaca.
We met a film producer. It's kind of exciting because he seems to have a lot of credits. He was introduced to us as a Netflix showrunner, so maybe he can get a show on Netflix.
I was hired to direct a TV show in Nashville. They came to the set and I was introduced to them and they seemed to like me and said, let's meet up when we get back to LA. So I was like, sure. We work here in Hollywood, right? We seem to know a lot of people, but it's nice when you meet someone who's already done it and it seems interested and you're having a one-to-one conversation instead of having to go through like different people, right, middle people. So
it would be nice to have a production company on board that can help us, first of all, raise the money to actually make a good show and then get it on Netflix or Amazon or something like that.
You know, have a meeting set up and hopefully they like what we have.
We sent him a sizzle reel and a pitch deck and he seems to be excited. We thought we can do this ourselves, but I'd be more than happy to hand it over to like a film production company traveling around the world. We want to do it not just for fun, you know? I mean, it's fun, but we want to shoot a show.
Oh. And also in Brazil, we'll probably throw in Minas Gerais.
Wiener Land?
I don't know.
Oh, Wiener Lied, L-I-E-D, yeah.
Okay.
Sponsors, cool.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I think it looks good. I mean, looks professional to me. I don't actually know where I left off intro. See, I got pretty far in travel.
Yo soy un niño.
Yo soy un niño. Hey. We're a little bit up the hill in the Hollywood Hills. It's where I live. For me, it's still like every day I'm grateful to be living this Hollywood dream. You're just like, you know, walking in this beautiful weather, blue skies, palm trees. I keep looking up to the trees to make sure they're still there, to make sure I'm still here. It's so nice and quiet here. You hear the birds. For me, it's like tanking energy. It's like charging my battery, you know. I generally like to be outside as much as I can. So I started actually learning Spanish out here in the hills. Try to figure out, get prepared a little bit for our first destination, going to Mexico. Complete the translation. I am a man. Am I? Niña. Daughter. A girl. Okay, una niña, a girl.
Una mujer.
Una mujer.
What do you usually do if you're in a place where you don't speak the language?
Try to speak English when
What if they don't speak English?
Well, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to like try to figure out how to understand each other with being like, ha 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 ha. To, oh, I think it's eres una mujer. Okay. Yay! I'm not actually a big fan of language learning. I do like to be prepared, but then, you know, I try to not too late just throw myself into a situation, and so I'm forced to kind of figure it out on the way. You are a boy. Tú eres un niño. Hey.
Ella es una niña.
Ella es una niña. I actually don't have as much of a hard time as I thought because I had French in school. Didn't you have Spanish in school? Oh.
Well, I have, my mother speaks Spanish. I did know how to speak Spanish a little bit, yeah. I couldn't sleep last night, Jonas. I've been like super stressed out.
What are you worried about, like specifically?
I've never lived this kind of life before. Before our expeditions were short, and we knew we were coming back to LA in like 10 days and everything. This is like, we're gonna live in another country, and I don't have everything that I'm used to having. Part of me feels some guilt, but I also know that I gotta do this.
Yeah, all my life I've waited for the right time to do things, and at some point I realized that there's no right time and you just have to start doing things no matter what.
Like, a lot of people depend on me and my services and my help. I don't know, I guess I've just grown so attached to my clients and my friends, and
I'm less nervous in that way because I think in the end, as long as I have my violins and my computer, you know, and internet connection and the microphone, I feel like I'll be okay, you know. I did some research on his producer. I kind of wanted to just watch a movie that he's done, and I came across some crazy stuff. Try to find it now. I can't find it right now. It was basically saying like, don't work with this production company. It looks like there was a lawsuit from his wife or something, and it's about like she had to do certain things with investors in order to get money.
It's a little confused. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't help, I can say that.
And it kind of matches up with, you know, he was talking about how they raise all this money, you know, and then they make the movies for like small amount of the budget they raised. It was just like a cool thing that he told us about.
I don't think this is the right fit for us. What we want is something a lot different than what he does. It's not like, let's shoot this for super cheap and then pocket the rest of the money and blow it on party, you know? It's not what we're looking for, and it sounds like the way he described it was like, that's what he does for his investor buddies and
right,
whatnot.
that's how, did that feel weird for you?
Yeah, it did feel weird. I mean, it was honest, but it was like, we're in this for a long haul. We're like, you know, this is a show, it's not like 1 season, 2 season.
Oh, that's true, that's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that, yeah. Hey, our manager is back. So now you're both here, because this is what I wanted to tell you. I realized something really major. At some point, the guy was saying, you know, you're sitting down for 2 years and develop the thing. Imagine we would actually get our dream Netflix deal right now. They pay us $1 million an episode, but we're gonna be stuck here for 2 years developing this thing with some executives figuring out what and how and blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't even do that, no matter for what money. Like I want to just leave and do the thing. We're going to put it out ourselves. We're going to film ourselves like this, and we're going to be pioneers, and we're going to win an Emmy for that. I was the first who said it. Going to the very fire hazard zone. You still stressed out about leaving?
Oh, yes.
I had a hard time sleeping last night. I had like a 2-hour conversation again with my roommate about like our investor. Look at that, there's tourists and a Hollywood sign. That's why we're here. Okay, I'll just take a couple. Beautiful. You know, look at them.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. He's always asking these questions about, you know, our company and all this. Most of these people that are just like, they're trying to really be nice, but they kind of treat us like little boys. I just feel like many people are not really trying to understand what our vision is. Some people just have their own vision about something. So if I tell them about our project and our ideas of traveling the world and making a TV show, then instead of that person trying to find out, you know, what our vision is, that person jumps in with their vision about this kind of thing, what this could be.
Right. I don't know about you, I'm less, like, I get excited about people, but I'm not as starstruck.
I have to say, like after this meeting with this producer, I definitely didn't feel like we need like another film production company to kind of get this going. I don't know. I think sometimes we think we need to rely on other people, but actually, like we could do it ourselves.
Fire and ice, sweet song of mine. Rivers in me are running wild. In the echo of silence, you still make sound.
Well, we got here 3 hours early. So she'd be here at 9:30 and the flight is at 11.
Yeah. Seeing the stars, so distance of life. Angel of mine, sweet and divine. In roads that we never walk, stories we never wrote, sweet song of mine. We keep on breathing with all these feelings. We gotta keep learning and keep on growing. At the end, I remember.
So we're getting home.